Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well today. I am so thankful to be back on camera with you. I am so sorry it has been, 2 weeks since I last uploaded. It has been a crazy time to say the least. All good things, I'm not gonna bore you with them, but a lot of it involves job hunting and, situating our little one in daycare for the first time. And with COVID, my husband and I have both been job hunting, so there's been a lot of virtual interviews from the house. So needless to say, have not been able to jump on camera and talk to you, but I'm so thankful to be back, and I'm going to share with you a mini birthday haul today. So let's just jump right into it. My birthday was September 29th, so I'm a little bit late, and I didn't go too crazy because most of my birthday revolved around buying clothes for my new job. So I've been a stay-at-home mom for about 6 months, and so I did not have any business casual attire, and so I had to kind of learn how to dress like an adult again. So that's what that went to. So I didn't want to blow it with going crazy over other things. So anyway, so I have 3 fragrances I want to share with you today. The first one that I'm going to talk about is actually Pure Poison from Dior. Now, if you've been a part of the fragrance community for 30 seconds or more, you've probably seen absolutely every woman at least talk about this fragrance. And I have to say it's for good reason. I'm gonna be the first person to tell you when something is overhyped. I am absolutely not interested at all in trying it, purchasing it, talking about it. Because I feel like, the more people talk about it, you already know what the fragrance smells like, you get the gist of it. So when I first sampled this fragrance, I really didn't think I was going to enjoy it, but it turns out it's beautiful and I absolutely love it. I have had this probably maybe 2 weeks, and I put a huge dent in it. I mean, I shower myself in this fragrance. And so the only thing I will say about this is that the longevity on my skin is not super great. I love this scent so much, and it's really disappointing when you love something and it doesn't stick around with you all day long. But it's great for the office. It's great for every day. This is another really amazing signature scent. I'm sure you could do some things to layer this and give it a little bit more of a boost in terms of performance and longevity, but the smell itself is worth it to me. That doesn't always happen that way. I feel like if you purchase a perfume, it's gotta last. That's like minimum requirements, but sometimes the juice is so good, you kind of overlook those things. So that's how I feel about Pure Poison. So Pure Poison was released in 2004, so it's been around for a while. It was actually, the noses behind this are a collaboration of 3 perfumers. There's Carlos Benheim, Dominique Ropion, and Olivier Polget. I am probably butchering those names. I'm deeply sorry. You know who they are though. This is an interesting fragrance because it's quite simple, but complex at the same time. And that's probably because there's 3 noses behind this that were working together. There's bergamot in here, there's jasmine, there's some white florals, there's some sandalwood, and amber is listed as a note, but I don't get an ambery touch from this at all. Yeah, this doesn't really scream amber to me. Maybe just a touch, but if I wasn't told that amber was in here, I wouldn't really detect it. Not heady, it's not that pungent white floral, it's not vintage or grandma white floral. It's not waxy. This is very, in my opinion, this is a touch citrusy. It's very clean and it's fresh, but mostly this is just a jasmine bomb to me. This is a jasmine bomb with some citruses at the top and a very clean dry down, a very clean finish. And I don't think that anybody would deeply dislike this fragrance. It might not be everyone's go-to fragrance, but I think that this is gorgeous for a bride. This is a beautiful wedding fragrance. I think that this is perfect for the office because it's not gonna choke out a room. It's not so complex and so daring and so out there that I think actually everybody that gets a whiff of this is really gonna enjoy it. I've been absolutely drowning myself in this. I've even come home on lunch breaks and like reapplied it because I don't want to carry the bottle with me, obviously. I believe this is timeless in my opinion. This is right up there with maybe in the same lane as like a Chanel Chance EDP. I think it's that kind of timeless. I think that this is never gonna go out of style. I think it's just very, very universal. Perfect signature scent. So that is Dior Pure Poison. My next fragrance is one that I have wanted to own for a while. Again, it's very hyped, so I've put it off and put it off and put it off, but I find it extremely interesting and unique, and that is Lalique Le Parfum. And this bottle is actually absolutely gigantic. This is a weapon. If someone breaks into your house, you come at them with this. This is actually another Dominique Ropion creation. So this came out in 2005. As you guys know, Lalique is a French glass company, and it really shows with the fragrances that they come out with because they're very substantial, very heavy glass bottles. And so you can feel the quality when you hold these bottles for sure. I think that this is another timeless looking bottle. I think this would be so beautiful on a vanity. I think this is just really, really beautiful to look at. So what is Le Parfum? It is essentially a vanilla fragrance. But it's very, very interesting. There is bay leaf in here, there's heliotrope, there's some tonka bean, there's some patchouli, and I think the bay leaf and the patchouli are the two things that make this really interesting because in my opinion, this is not a gourmand vanilla. If you really don't like vanilla, if you're not a gourmand lover, if fall and winter scare you because everyone smells like a bakery, I think this is a vanilla that you might want to try because this is a very spicy, very aromatic vanilla. This is almost, I saw some people in Fragrantica mention this as maybe a medicinal vanilla, and I can definitely see where that comes in. Medicinal does not sound appealing to me, and I say that more so in that this is like it's a very herbal vanilla, should I say. And so I think it's very vintage. I don't see this on a young girl or a young man. I also think this is extremely unisex. I don't find this very feminine at all. Yeah, it's still sweet. You still get that vanilla in the background, but it's not a sweet gourmand vanilla at all. The vanilla just makes it really smooth. Yeah, this is extremely unisex for sure. I think that bay leaf and the patchouli really give it something extra. Yeah, and I think the heliotrope, the almond, the tonka bean, even though there's tonka bean in here, it's not powdery. This is still very smooth. It's still very rich. But yeah, like I said, there's a touch of greenness to it, but imagine a very herbal vanilla tonic sort of situation. And so again, if you don't like gourmand scents, I really encourage you to try this vanilla. It's extremely affordable. It's extremely accessible. So you saw in one of my other videos that I had another Lalique fragrance, Amethyst, and I smelled this and I actually traded another individual, the Amethyst, for the Lalique. So I'm actually much, much happier with this one. I did love Amethyst, but the more that I wore it, it just wasn't doing enough for me. It wasn't lasting on my skin. It didn't have the punch that I wanted. And if I'm gonna be honest, you know, with all of the berry notes that were in there, it wasn't dark enough for me. In the fall, I really love those dark, rich, resinous berry notes. And Lalique Amethyst just was a little bit too bright and citrusy. And it's great for hot weather, but this was speaking to my soul a little bit more. And so I think it's gorgeous. If you look at the juice, it smells like the juice looks. It's not so heavy that it's going to be annoying. Just a touch vintage. Again, timeless. This would be a really interesting signature scent, I think. And like I said, I think men could pull this off just as well as women. I don't think it's an annoying vanilla. It's very, very interesting. So definitely worth a shot. That is Le Parfum by Lalique. The last one is a very, very affordable fragrance that I've wanted for a really long time just because I love this line so much. So this is from Outremer, and this is Mure Berry. So Mure Berry is essentially mulberry. It's a singular note fragrance. There's no other notes listed in here but mulberry. Mulberry is like blackberry, essentially. It's like very, very close to blackberry. I do have the vanille fragrance from Outremer. I know I've talked about that before. I want every single fragrance from this line because they're 20 bucks. Some of them you can get at Anthropologie in person, but I get all of mine online at Mertz Apothecary, and that's smallflower.com. I'll go ahead and put that below in case any of you guys want to try that out. They also have a couple niche fragrances where you can order samples. They have some Andy Tower, they have some Parfum de Marly, they have you know, Byredo. I think they have some Dias and Durga. And so they have a few niche fragrances too that you can order samples of. They have pretty much everything in this range, in this size bottle. This is 50 ml. They also have for like $9.50, I believe, there's small concentrated perfume oils. There's vanilla, there's bergamot, there's patchouli, there's rose. And so I want to try all of those as well. But I think that for the price, I think this quality is really, really great. I think they're all very unique. They're really fun. They're pretty to look at. And I think they would make a great gift for somebody, especially like a stocking stuffer or maybe a young person. I don't know. There's just something about this line that is so appealing to me, and I want every single one of them. What does Mure Berry smell like? Someone on Fragrantica likened this to Fruity Pebbles. And that comparison totally makes sense to me. This is not Fruity Pebbles in a juvenile sort of way. I'm absolutely convinced that there's lemon in here. There's some sort of really strong citrus note at the top. It almost feels like a lemon blueberry sort of concoction. This is still not as dark as I want it to be as far as like those dark, rich, resinous berries, but it is kind of satisfying my desire for that sort of scent right now. But like I said, it's dark. It is dark berries, but it's mixed with like a ton of lemon or bergamot. I just keep picturing this lemon blueberry compote sort of situation with like no added sugar in it. It's just those notes. That's really what this is giving me right now. And for fall, I don't know why, I'm just addicted to it right now. And I think it is really cool. I think it is really unique. I think it's fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And for $20, these fragrances, all that I have tried, have lasted forever. The Vanille fragrance from this line lasts 6 or 7 hours on my skin for 20 bucks. And so I think that's awesome. Like I said, I think the packaging is great. It's just a stick-on label. I wish it was maybe fabric or something, because I think it would just be incredible to look at. I love that the cap just fits so nicely, and it's just so simplistic and beautiful and clean. And this is an EDT. There's no perfumer or nose listed for any of these. I think this is really fun. That's Mure Berry from Outremer. All right, guys, so that is all that I have for you for my mini birthday haul. Please comment down below. Let me know what you guys are sniffing these days. And I have a couple other videos that I want to film for you coming up very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for the love and support as always. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to connect with you guys again. Have a great day.